America is not a racist country.
Madam Vice President, we've been discussing those disturbing images of U.S. Border Patrol agents on horseback inhumanely corralling Haitians at the Texas border. Yeah. And you've been tasked with immigration. How do you explain this?
Well, first of all, I've been very clear about the images that you and I both saw of those law enforcement officials on horses. I was outraged by it. It was horrible and deeply troubling. There's been now an investigation that is being conducted, which I fully support, and there needs to be consequence and accountability. Human beings should not be treated that way, and as we all know, it also evoked images of some of the worst moments of our history where that kind of behavior has been used against the indigenous people of our country, has been used against African Americans during times of slavery. And so I'm glad to know that Ali Mayorkas, the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, is taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
So, okay, go ahead,
now,
Sarah.
Will the Biden administration halt all deportations of Haitians at the Texas border and allow Haitians to apply for asylum?
So, first of all, let me say this. When we look at what has happened to that country, just in the last 10 years, not even going back further, and there's been a series of events that have been catastrophic, but even just in the last 10 years. In 2010, the earthquake there killed hundreds of thousands of people. And many of the Haitian immigrants that we are seeing in the diaspora around the world, including those who have come to our border, fled during that crisis. On top of that, we've seen hurricane after hurricane flooding. And so I feel very strongly, the President feels very strongly, we've got to do more. There's no question. The United States is a member of the Western Hemisphere. Haiti is our neighbor in that regard. And so we have to do more in terms of supporting the Haitians who are returning to the island, returning to Haiti. We've got to do more without any question to support Haiti in terms of its need to get back up and to recover. And I've failed to mention that in terms of the natural disasters, there's been absolute heartache and loss. And they just had a president who was assassinated. So you're also talking about a government that is in the process of disarray, many would say, but certainly in the process of rebuilding. The United States has to help, and we have to do more, and our administration feels strongly about that. But that is why, also, starting with our administration, we gave TPS, temporary protected status, to Haitian migrants, 55,000. And then more recently, we extended temporary protected status to over 100,000 Haitian migrants for that very reason, that they need support, they need protection, including reunification with those who have family members in the United States who are American citizens, and doing that through the legal process that was intended to benefit people who are fleeing harm and reunify them with their families.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I have watched a couple of different interviews on how the White House reacted to the way the Haitians were treated. And I really remember the Homeland Security Secretary, Alejandro Mayorkas, said he wasn't concerned about how they were treated. And he justified the Afghans coming in saying, well, they helped us during the war over there. What? Okay, so all 124,000 that came months ago helped you over there. I don't believe that. I believe many of these people didn't help you do nothing. So that was his justification for bringing them in. And, you know, and then he was, of course, on his high horse about the Haitians. Well, Kamala apparently approached Homeland Security, the same man, and said she had serious worries over the treatment of the Haitian migrants by the Border Patrol agents. And we all saw the pictures of them on horseback and whipping on those folks like they were runaway slaves. You know, the way America loves to treat people that look like that. So the vice president raised her grave concerns about the treatment Haitian migrants by Border Patrol on horses, and the need of all custom and border protection agents to treat people with dignity, humanely, and consistent with our laws and our values. I wonder what those laws and values are, y'all. You see how the police treat us, right? So what are their laws and values? This place don't have no morals, and you don't have no damn values. Get the hell out of there. What values? Please. It is rare for the White House to read out individual calls between the vice president and its members of the administration, and the release of the statement was a sign the White House is looking to highlight Harris' engagement. Yeah, because we know she's been non-existent up at that border like she was told to be. She's doing everything she can to avoid being down there. Harris was tasked with President Joe Biden in March with addressing the root causes of migration from Central America. All right, and we know she didn't do that. Law enforcement officer on horseback is seen in the Al Jazeera video swirling long reins near the groups of migrants. Shortly beforehand, another individual on horseback is heard yelling at the migrants, saying, "You use your women? This is why your country is S." Okay? Well, it's not his job to give the opinion on how somebody's country looks or what condition it's in. You're there to do a job. Shut your fucking mouth and do your job. That's the problem with most of you. And it's the big reason why y'all can't even get your own citizens to come out and work for you. People are sick of the harsh treatment that they get in this country on jobs. And these arrogant ass pricks that own the businesses in the country. And that's the root cause of why America's in shambles now. You don't know how to treat people. But you know what? It's good that this is being exposed. Just right along with all the police killings and everything going on in this country, it's a good thing this is being exposed, because America has front herself off in a phony way, trying to make people to believe that you're something that you're not and never have been. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all gonna have to just tell me what you think about what Kamala said. Kamala is a phony as far as I'm concerned, and never lose sight of the way she treats her staff. And this didn't even occur while she was vice president. When she was running for president, there were issues with the way she was treating her staff. That is a huge problem in America. And you will continue to have problems in America. But most of all, your time is up. Your 400 years of ruling is over. Accept it and move on. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.